Hello, hello. It's been a minute, but I'm striving. I'm still coming on. I missed you. I'm back. How's it going? I'm still doing my weight loss journey. All right. Excuse me if I look like a booger wolf. I was running some errands and working out earlier today, but I still showed up. All right. So happy November, everyone. Yes, I'm a little biased, but November is the best month of them all. Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay, I became a mom the month of November because it's my eldest son's birthday. I got married the month of November. My birthday is the month of November. My husband's birthday is the month of November, and we get an extra hour of sleep next week. And of course, there's an amazing holiday at the end of the month. So November, I mean, it's number one, okay, in my book. I know I'm a little biased, but alongside all these great celebrations and everything that's going along in November, there's another side of it. Oh yes, holiday weight gain. It's the season. It's the season where people are gathering together, enjoying, indulging in drink and food, and so every year, I think around this time, as it gets to the end of December, I have hopped on the scale and I have gained weight. Okay, every year, but not this year. Not I, said the fly. This is the first year where I am going to take control and I am not going to have any holiday weight gain. Okay, I have some tips for you. Okay, and we're not going to wait till the ball drops at midnight. Okay, to fix our weight loss issues. No, we are going to get ahead of them. So I got some tips on how to prevent that holiday weight gain. All right. So, tip number one, a holiday is one day. Okay. Don't confuse a holiday with a holiday week, a holiday month, or a holiday season. Okay. So, I know this may vary depending on what culture or religion you are, but for the most part, most Americans, I think between now and the end of the year or the beginning of the year, we have about 2 or 3 holidays that we regularly celebrate and get together. So, the first tip that I have is just remember you can indulge in that one day, but that doesn't mean you have to indulge every day of that week. Now, I know it's getting harder. Susan brought a box of goodies to the office again. Everyone's bringing goodies and treats, but just because someone brings them around doesn't mean you have to indulge in it, okay? I know that it's really hard because sometimes you may have 2 Thanksgivings. You may do Thanksgiving at your house, you may do Thanksgiving at your in law's house. But just remember, a holiday is just one day. That doesn't give you ammunition or a freebie pass to eat all the way from November 1st all the way to January 1st. Okay. That is a guaranteed way to have you put on some pounds during the holiday season. Now, it's okay to indulge during this season. Okay, you can have the dessert. You can have some of the delicious foods. Just have a plan. Just remember how we stack our plates. We load it up with protein and fiber, veggies. Okay, we load those up first. You can still have the mac and cheese. You can still have the sweet potato pie. But just remember, you don't have to have it every day that week. Okay, you can just have it for one day, and allow yourself to indulge and then hop back on the wagon again. I think in the past that I would just have free reign to think that I can just eat everything in sight because I love pumpkin. I mean, I'm a pumpkin spice girl. I would get the pumpkin spice coffees from Starbucks, like pumpkin bagels, pumpkin cream cheese, pumpkin, whatever. I love pumpkin. I love November. But I had to reel it back and realize that I'm not repeating the same steps that I did year in and year out prior. And at the end of the year, the beginning of the new year, I'm left feeling a little bit miserable because I'm like, oh, I did it to myself again. So just remember, you don't have to indulge all season long. Just indulge during the actual holiday time when you're in front of your family and enjoying the holiday, not the holiday season. Tip number two. So before you go out and have events, it's okay to do that. Just have a plan. Know what you're going to allow yourself to do and stick with it. For example, if you're not a drinker or you've cut back on alcohol severely, like I have, am I going to drink at this party? Am I going to indulge that day? If the decision for myself is no, then I'm going to stick to it instead of feeling guilty that I downed 3 drinks at the end of the night. So if you have a plan where you're just going to do one serving of food, stick with it. It's okay. You don't have to keep on going back for seconds just because the whole entire family was, okay? And if you are a host, plan for it, okay? Have those little meal prepping Tupperwares ready to go so that each person in the household, they take food with them. So you're not stuck with leftovers for 3 or 4 days, which will cause you to eat multiple meals, heavier meals, 3 days after the actual holiday. So whatever you do, whatever you decide to do for yourself that works with your life, have a plan and stick to it. So, another tip number 3. Now, this isn't really a tip on how to not gain weight over the holiday season, but it is a tip to maybe have some peace of mind. Now, some of us have amazing families. Some of us have a family full of haters, okay? So, when you show up to the holiday event, the holiday party, or the holiday get together, and your family is all impressed with you, saying, "Oh, how did you lose all that weight?" Now, if you don't want to, this isn't the time to overshare about the GLP-1 and your journey that you're on. If someone compliments you and says, "Hey, you look great," all the response that you owe them is a thank you. I've just been exercising and working out. Now, this isn't lying. It just prevents you from oversharing, okay? Because on the flip side of having supportive family, some people may not have supportive family members and will make you feel bad about having a GLP-1 drug or quote unquote doing it the easy way out, which if you're on this journey with me, there's no easy way out. It takes discipline and lifestyle changes just as if you weren't on them at all. So this could be a time where you can share if you want to, okay? And what I've noticed is that eating patterns run in the family. So if you're obese, maybe your family members are. Maybe this is a life-changing conversation that you can have with your family about how you took the steps forward for your life. But on the opposite hand, you don't have to share anything about your personal life or your personal journey if you don't want to. If someone compliments you and says you look great, all you owe them is a thank you. Now, tip number 4 on how not to gain holiday weight gain. Now, this is a topic that I've dealt with in the past, family members have talked about in the past, and I'm just fully aware of it. The dreaded seasonal depression or the winter blues. Now, some of us know that we have a pattern of feeling depressed in the dark seasons, the winter seasons. It's called seasonal depression. And for me, I know that if this was something that I suffered with every year, that I would want to get ahead of it. You don't want to wait until the depression overcomes you, where it succumbs you, and you just stick to your whatever you used to do in the past and just ate and gained the weight and felt horrible later on down the line. If you have seasonal depression, I suggest you get on top of it. You get on top of your exercising, your workouts, you get on top of your multivitamins, the healthy foods, so that when the season comes, you're not so dark in the dumps that you can't even pull yourself out of it. And also, if you are on prescription medication or you've dealt with this many years and it took you months to get out of your hole or your funk, go to your provider, go to your health care provider and get the prescription filled, even if you don't take the medication at all. Because I know from the past experience with family members that the winter blues come and they gain weight significantly every season. And instead of going through that every year, get ahead of it. Being prepared or getting prepared for the seasonal transition can look different for anyone. I mean, everybody has different things that they relate to or can boost their moods. I mean, I have a whole list, okay? I mean, listening to music, watching comedies, developing a new hobby, reading a book. Let's see, meditation, walking, going out in the sun, going out in the sun. I don't care if the sun is only shining for an hour of the day. Get some of that sun. Get a massage. All right. Get a hug, dark chocolate even. Okay. So if you don't want to go the medication way, look for things that boost your mood, your serotonin, your dopamine. Look for natural ways so that you can stay on top of it and get ahead of these seasonal depressions, because we don't want to deal with this seasonal winter. It's a sure way to tip the scale in the wrong direction. Tip number 5 may seem like common sense, but It needs to be said, okay? For the love of God, do not skip your workouts, okay? I don't care if you're used to working out 45 minutes to an hour a day and you've reduced it to only 20 minutes a day. I don't care. If you need to go take a couple of more laps, do it. If you need to wake up 5 minutes earlier to get some cardio in, do it. If you need to go to the gym and it's only 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Just don't completely skip your workouts, letting 1 week turn into 2 weeks, turning it into 3 weeks. I know it's getting colder. I know it's cozier to be inside. I know that fireplace and that blanket feels so much better than going out into the cold and working out. But also, if you don't want to go out and work out, have a backup plan in your home. I know a lot of us may, depending on where you live, you may not have the luxury of taking a walk and going for a jog outside. So develop a little corner inside your house where that you can work out, because you do not want to skip your workouts. It the benefits are way too much to just stop working out altogether. Okay, it's a sure way to tip the scale in the wrong direction. And tip number six, I think it's tip number six, I'm not really sure, but open your mind to intermittent fasting. Basically, it's just a smaller window of when you eat. Okay, so you can eat in only an 8 hour window. You can eat in a 6 hour window or a 4 hour window. Okay, I know some people are doing one meal a day, but for as a woman, eating one meal a day just doesn't have enough protein in it in that one sitting. And as we know, protein is so important on these GLP-1 medications. So, having a set schedule, a window of when you're eating prevents you from late night snacking, late night drinking, having an upset stomach, messing up your sleep routine, and overall weight gain. So, what I'm currently doing every other day, I eat in a 4 or 5 hour window, whichever I decide, I stick to it and I'm satisfied. I really just eat 2 meals a day. I don't eat 3 meals a day in the morning. If I do put something in my stomach, it's probably just going to be some coffee. But I don't start my day off with food. And however that looks for you, whether you're want to eat in the morning or if your issues for eating are at late at night, have a window where you cut it off so that you do not overindulge all day long. Your body needs to reset and rest. So I want to hear from you in the comments section. What tips do you have to prevent holiday weight gain? Have you thought about it? Are you preparing yourself for it? See, still on my journey. The last couple of weeks, actually the last 3 weeks have been a little frustrating. I mean, I've been trying to lose the same 3 pounds for the last couple of weeks. I think I hit a weight loss plateau. I'm accepting the weight loss plateau for now, but I certainly don't want to tip the scale in the complete opposite direction. So I made the choice to get ahead of it, to get ahead of this holiday season so that I can continue losing weight on my GLP-1s, okay, on my Zepbound. I am going to get my goal, and I'll let you know when I hit my first milestone. I'm getting closer and closer every day. I'm going to get there, and I'll let you know when I do it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the comment section. Bye-bye.